It's not Suze, all right? It's Susie. My name is Susie.
Hello and welcome to Seincast, a retrospective on all 180 episodes of Seinfeld, being hosted by two guys who can barely run their own lives. My name is Vinnie.
My name's Matt.
How you doing?
Doing great. Voice is a little shot today, so...
Oh boy. Here we go.
I was screaming at this dog all night.
How was...
At a rodeo.
Okay.
No, sorry.
How was your, the trivia last week that you gave out the Seinfeld replica apartment?
Yeah, so it's been, about a week since we had that event, but we handed out the incredible Seinfeld set replica to a team. What were they called? Those kimonos you wear.
Nice.
Yeah. And they did fantastic. I think they got all but 5 or 6 questions right. It was an incredible score. They did a great job. But we had a huge turnout. Thanks to everyone who's listening, who's there. We really appreciate you guys showing up and putting up with the very long trivia event. I think we went for over 2 hours. So
It's endurance.
everyone had like 1 foot out the door, I think, when I was reading those final scores. But
were any of the players that I met when I came there?
Shane and Joanna were there. Adam was there, and
Adam.
I think you met a few other people, but
Okay.
I think you remember them the best from the baseball game.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, it was awesome, and I got to see the apartment set. We unboxed it in person. It is beautiful, man. Truly a work of art. If anyone out there has the $500 to throw around, it's definitely worth it.
I was hoping you were going to tell me that their prize got lost in the mail and may have accidentally been shipped to Alexandria, Virginia.
Yeah, well, you never know.
Okay.
I'll get you the knockoff version.
Oh, I'd love the Bob Sacamano version. It's missing a couch.
Yeah.
I'm ruined.
All the colors are off just a little bit. The door's falling over. But, just the other night, I asked my new favorite bonus question, which went over well, actually. I think we discussed it on the podcast. Can you tell me the 6 times Kramer has been arrested on the show, not counting the episode The Beard, when he's in the police lineup and Rusty, the homeless guy, rats him out?
Mm-hmm. Did anybody get it right?
No one got all 6, but people got, I think, about 4 or 5. I got a few creative answers, too. Like, some people thought he got arrested in the airport. Remember when Deck McKenzie is dragging him? They're like, you're in a lot of trouble, buddy.
He got out. He got away.
Right. And someone else mentioned, with the mail, where the
Postmaster General.
Right. Like maybe he was arrested for that. But the answers I was looking for was the smog strangler in L.A. That's the first one. Lobster poaching in the Hamptons. A lot of people forgot that one. Mm-hmm. Dog napping in The Engagement.
What took you so long?
Cosmo Kramer was, in fact, a pimp in the...
I'm not a pimp.
The Wigmaster. The most obvious one is probably the Good Samaritan Law in the finale. Mm-hmm. But the one that no one got, and I think is the toughest one, is in the Wait Out, when he got arrested for chasing Joey Zanfino in the tight jeans.
I'm the babysitter.
Yeah, so those are the 6 I was looking for.
I have a trivia question for you coming up this episode that I'd like you to use in trivia. We have listeners that come to your trivia, so they'd be at an advantage.
That's the benefit of listening to the podcast. If you go to trivia, you can sometimes,
That's cheating.
It's not cheating it doesn't really work here. All right, Vinny, have a few news items to discuss.
Hey, I got news for you.
Great news. All right, I got news. You ready?
What?
So this news broke, actually, I think, right after we recorded last week's episode, but, we didn't really get a chance to discuss it until now. Jerry Seinfeld has 2 upcoming stand-up specials on Netflix, as well as the new season of Comedians in Cars. And we have a premiere date for the first stand-up special. It's called Jerry Before Seinfeld. and it's going to premiere on Tuesday, September 19th on Netflix. If you follow, I think, Netflix Comedy on Instagram or Twitter, they've posted some clips from the special, and it looks fantastic. You got like the brick wall behind him. It looks like a small setting. It's not one of these, huge productions, and kind of like Jerry's going back to his roots.
His comedy roots.
Right.
Didn't I read that they were going to show, his not sketches, where he writes his little skits, like note pages from back in the 70s when he would form his jokes. Did I read that somewhere?
Yeah. So on Instagram, they posted some of his old yellow notebook pages with his handwriting with the like the Bic pen that he always uses.
Rolling Rider.
I think that's sort of the premise of this stand-up special is we're going back to some old school material. I don't know if it's all old material, but some of the stuff they posted on Instagram sounded familiar.
It's very similar, or in a way, to if you go to the Seinfeld Archives, which is Jerry's website for tickets to his shows, as well as he posts up, I think, 3 bits every day, and they span from when he first, did his first couple, stand-up shows, and they were recorded to modern stuff. So anytime you want a little Seinfeld fix, you go to Seinfeld Archives.
Awesome. I'll include a link in the show notes. If this first special, Jerry Before Seinfeld, is about his earlier stand-up, it would make sense that the second stand-up might be some more, new material. Mm-hmm. No word yet on the second special yet or the premiere date for Comedians in Cars, but we'll let you guys know as soon as we know.
So, it's just no big deal. The comedian we've grown up adoring and loving happens to have 2 specials coming out on Netflix this upcoming year.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
incredible.
it's not a big deal.
Wow. Of all the things I want to see happen, do you want to meet them? Jerry doing a special? I would love to see Larry return to stand-up and just do one night, one special. I would love to be there, but I know that's probably impossible. But just, I want to see a modern Larry David perform stand-up comedy.
If you're able to go to that Larry David stand-up show,
yeah,
and you're sitting
I'd take
there.
you with me.
Oh, thank you. You're waiting, for the show to start. Lights go down. Larry walks out. Huge applause, and he just goes, "No, I don't think so." And he walks off the stage. Would you be okay with that, or would you feel like you got ripped off?
Absolutely. Worth the price of admission.
Okay.
I guess that's the question, is how much would you be willing to pay to see Larry David perform stand-up? Because I think I'd pay a hefty ransom for that.
Yeah, I'd pay more for that than Jerry, for sure.
Well, we've seen Jerry twice, and we're used to Jerry's prices.
Yeah. No, we've only seen him once, haven't we?
Oh, I've seen him twice.
I didn't know you saw him twice.
I saw him with Rich.
When was this?
He came to Kalamazoo or something. We went and saw him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Mario Joyner opened again.
I had no idea.
Oh, there's things you don't know about me, huh?
When was this? What year?
You know what?
Recent,
I don't. No, this was years ago. I don't remember.
Betrayed.
It had to be when I was still at Michigan State.
Wait a second. I was at Michigan State and you saw Jerry without me?
Oh boy. So Matt, what episode do we have coming up?
Oh my
this week?
God! All right.
I honestly don't remember. I'll have to ask Rich when we saw. I'm gonna text him right now.
Oh,
see
that's
what he
wild.
says.
Yeah. Okay.
Stand by.
Well, we'll move on and we'll wait to hear back from Rich. But you mentioned Larry David, Vinny. I would like to bring up that Curb Your Enthusiasm released a recent trailer, which was a lot of fun. I don't know if you saw this, but it kind of had a Batman vibe to it. You thought there was going to be some comic book TV show that they were promoting, but
you saw the spotlight in the sky,
right? And then you see, instead of the bat symbol, it's Larry David's face, and it cuts to Larry David in bed, and he looks out the window, and he's just like, "Nah, I don't think so."
Nah.
There is only one hero who never stays silent, who fights against injustice wherever he finds it. And the world needs him now more than ever.
Turn the light off. I'm not going.
But yeah, it was a nice little teaser. Still haven't seen any footage from the new season yet.
The show.
Do you prefer it that way, or do you want to get a little taste of the new season?
Nope, I want to go in fresh, and I don't need to see any. I know I'm gonna love it because I love anything he does, but I want to go in fresh and I don't even want to know what the arc is or what city it's set in.
Well, just be careful. I don't think Curb is quite at that Game of Thrones level, but a few of those HBO hackers have released the first couple of episodes of Curb. So just be careful, everyone, over the next month or so if you want to stay spoiler-free. The information is out there. But, Vinny, how about we move on to this week's episode? What are we discussing?
We are discussing the 15th episode of Season 8, the Susie! Written by David Mandel, directed by Andy Ackerman, and originally aired February 13th, 1997.
Right on. If anyone out there has the DVD set for this season, please put on the DVD for the Susie and listen to the commentary. Dave Mandel and Peter Millman actually give commentary on this episode.
It's more like a sprinkle of Peter Millman.
Right.
But he's in the background with his dog.
Yeah, because I think Peter was there to record the betrayal commentary with David, and he just kind of sat in on this one because I don't know if he helped out with it or what, but
yeah.
Dave Mandel, man, just an incredible source for information. He never lets any time go by without giving you something.
Yeah.
And he rips this episode apart. He is not happy with it. He didn't think he did a good job. He thinks it's a real mess. And, there's a few memorable things in it, like the answering machine message and getting to meet the character Peggy. But other than that, he didn't really have much praise for it.
I was really shocked to hear that. As we're, getting through this commentary, he had nothing but I don't want to say negative, but he just was not happy with the way this came out. And he, said they were, rushing through the season. They were in 8th season, and they didn't have Jerry and Larry working as this creative filter to kind of get the episode, down to what it should be. So all these writers had to kind of come together, less downtime in offices as a result. Remember we talked earlier that writers would get to work on their episode and then go down to the set during shoot night and then do the rewrites and, help. Now they couldn't do that because Larry wasn't there to take on that huge load. So rather than having all this downtime in your office when it wasn't your episode week, these writers had to fumble to get out the next draft so they could be writing and writing and writing. So as a result, he said this one felt rushed and it wasn't a home run. And he even said years later he had nightmares about, oh, that's what I should have done, or, this would have been a great way to wrap up the Jerry story. So I was kind of shocked because this was a very enjoyable watch for me, but Dave Mandel does not think so.
Right. And, speaking of Peter Millman, he agreed with David. He's like, I still have nightmares too, where you realize how you could have done something better from your days at Seinfeld. So it sticks with you. It's funny, Dave was kind of beating himself up over the writing this week. I think every season has episodes like this. They show up maybe towards the end of a season. They're not the strongest, but at the end of the day, there's still a lot of memorable material in it, memorable scenes. I love the whole Susie arc. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. This episode as a whole felt much more enjoyable than the Van Buren boys. I'll say it right now.
Oh, yeah. So I was really cold on that episode without much coherent thought. It's just like, I don't like it. It's boring. But yeah, I don't know what was going on with the Van Buren boys. It is a beloved episode, right?
I think so.
Huh. Yeah, I feel the same way you do, man. I enjoyed the Susie so much more than the Van B boys. But let's talk about yeah.
Oh, can I interrupt? Because I
please.
just got word back from Rich. It was 2007. We went to go see them at Western Michigan's campus in Kalamazoo.
I probably moved out to New York by then.
At the Miller Auditorium, yeah.
Okay.
And then Rich went on to send me a picture of him with a mustache in my dorm room playing my guitar. And then he sent me a picture of the four of us, myself, you, Rich, and then Kenny Kramer standing outside of Monk's after we took the Kenny Kramer reality tour. And Rich went on to say that, look at that full head of hair. So
on which one?
Even on me.
Oh.
Even Rich has given it to me.
I think it was November of 2007 when you and Rich came to the city and we got the 9th season of Seinfeld on DVD.
Oh yeah.
And we, for some reason, we watched the whole thing like in my bedroom. Very bizarre.
Gotta make do.
And yeah, we had a great trip. The reality bus tour was fantastic, and he's still doing it.
Shane and Joanna went on it, right?
They did, yeah. They had a great time. So Kenny is still doing what he does best. But let's talk a little inspiration for this week's episode. The Elaine Susie storyline. When Dave was working at SNL, the makeup guy there always called him Steve or Mike. I'm not sure which was the wrong name, but Dave never corrected him. So, he thought that was kind of a funny idea to, use that as a Seinfeld storyline. And hell, I think this is very relatable. I've been called Mike and Mark many times in my life.
Yep. People at work call me Nick.
Nick?
Like some of the patients will be like, "Oh, hey, Nick." Oh, hi. I don't have the heart to tell them. It clearly Nick? Says Vincent on my coat too. So go figure.
That's very bizarre. Any other names you've gotten in your life? Victor, maybe. Like I'm thinking of other V names, but
I mean, Vince is my name, but people call me Vince.
Vince. Yeah. You had a lot of nicknames in college, but it was all variations. Yeah, Vince.
Did I?
Yeah, like Vincenzo.
Oh yes. Vinnie Barbarino.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
We're losing them.
Let's talk about George and Allison here. This came from a buddy of Dave's, right? Like, what would he do? He would always make sure there were friends around when he was with his girlfriend so she couldn't break up with him.
Yeah, he would make it a point to take her to movies or plays so they wouldn't have the opportunity to talk. And just being surrounded by people, and it's essentially George's plan.
Yeah, and it works, I guess. Let's talk about the Jerry Mike storyline here. Apparently, Dave was a big fan of Mike Moffitt from The Parking Spot.
Can you blame him?
Right. I think he's a great character, and I think, we've brought this up before, I think he is the character who's gone...
longest stint between two appearances.
Right. I can never phrase that.
It's okay.
There might be another character, but I think it's Mike. So he appeared at the end of season 3, and now he's like in the middle of season 8. And I feel like this is a character they could have done a lot with.
I agree.
Throughout the season.
He's a great ally for Kramer, great adversary for Jerry. Him and George had some back and forth in the parking space. He's one of the ones that got away that they could have brought back for more episodes. I mean,
he is not the same character from season 3. He's very meek, kind of nervous. But God, I don't have the actor's name in front of me.
Lee Aronson.
Lee Aronson. He is hilarious just with his facial expressions alone.
When that trunk smashes on his fingers, he doesn't cross his eyes, but they go diagonally up. It's really incredible.
And also when he gets out of the trunk and he like looks around.
Yes.
He kind of like looks at the camera like, huh?
Great voice, great facial expressions.
I'm just glad he got another bite at the apple, so to speak. Well, Vinny, let's get started here. I don't think we're going to criticize this episode as much as Dave Mendel does on the commentary. But again, if you have the DVDs, give it a listen. I think it's really interesting, and he makes some excellent points. I think we're a little biased because we find this episode so funny that we can look past its writing issues. But first scene of the episode, the cold open, we're in a taxi. George and Elaine are in the back seat, and George wonders, hey, if I were a gigolo, how much would I get to charge a night?
Here or in Japan? The Japanese are more enlightened. They can see beyond the physical.
And I think Elaine says, I'll pay $1, right? and George really takes that personally, like it's a serious question. He says, hey, I'm at least worth $300. And they get into this argument pretty much, that it's for all night, come on. And Elaine is just too demeaning.
I'm the victim here.
Well, did I force you into this?
Yes, you and every woman like you.
I do like that last line because I feel like that's really what's going on with George. That's the subtext to everything, just him blaming women for his insecurities. What do you think of this cold open? Doesn't really connect to the episode all that much, but
I really like it. And the moment that I like the most is and Elaine does this from time to time where she cannot contain her laughter at George's expense. It's very similar to when the Rosses let Elaine know that George had a house in the Hamptons, and she just could not contain her laughter at how silly that was. Same thing.
I laughed and I laughed. Yeah, it's really hard for Elaine to take George serious. Now, there was some deleted dialogue, I think, for this scene. Let's do a little role play here, Vinny.
The Seincast players.
You can be Elaine, and I'll be George here. So I guess, Elaine has just said, like, I'll give you $1. And he's like, what? Come on, I'm worth at least $300.
I know. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go $15, but we're not having sex.
Oh, you want to talk all night?
No.
Well, what are we going to do?
You do what you want. I have plans.
So Elaine would just give him $15 and send him on his way.
Call it a night. Hearing that deleted dialogue, it was weird to hear George and Elaine having sex in the same sentence. It didn't sit well. So I'm glad I'm going to be doing that every week from now on. So
it is weird.
I'm glad they cut it because I cringe when I hear we're not gonna have we're gonna have sex.
You mentioned something on last week's podcast about Peterman and Elaine hooking up, and that felt really weird to me. I'm like, oh, I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, but it's funny with Jerry. I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
I'm getting too excited here.
Okay, we're losing him again.
Okay, let's move on to the first scene here. We're on the street. Jerry and Kramer are out for a walk, talking about how it's dark out because of daylight saving time and how it hasn't kicked in yet. So Kramer decides, all right, I'm just going to spring ahead an hour right now.
Oh, I'm sure this won't cause any problems.
And Jerry spots an old ex-friend of his, Mike Moffitt, at a newsstand. Apparently, Jerry is still mad about what went down 5 years ago. Can you jog our memory here? What happened in the parking space?
In a private conversation that Kramer and Mike Moffitt were having, Mike Moffitt called Jerry a phony. Kramer let Jerry know this, and then Jerry's been holding a grudge ever since.
And he's like, I love that scene where he's like, phony means, someone's so, what is it? He's so good, he's bad.
Yeah, it's like a slang term. Like when someone says he's bad, he's really good.
That Michael Jordan, he's so phony. So Jerry's still kind of, upset about the whole phony thing, right?
I'm not a phony, and I don't want anything to do with this guy.
Hey! Kramer! Jerry, how's it going?
Fine, and I'm not just saying that.
Guess what? I just started my own business. I'm a bookie.
No openings in arson?
Either of you guys want to place a bet? I'm your guy.
No bets for me. I got a disease.
I'm feeling a bit queasy myself. Maybe I'll see you in another 5 years.
Kramer, Jerry still mad about that phony thing?
Kidding, it's all water near a bridge.
Oh, what time you got?
Oh, yes. It's almost 6.
Whoa, I'm really late.
I love that Jerry line. Maybe I'll see you in another 5 years. Just totally blowing him off.
I really enjoy. Like Mike seems the one who's turning it up. Like he's the phony now, and Jerry's response is fine, and I'm not just saying that. like a little, again, like a child. We always call Jerry a child, but I like it.
Yeah, you're right. Mike is. I got like a little vibe of what's his name, Lyle. Like, hey Jerry, what's up, man?
Nothing much. Yeah, there's Lee Arnberg returning as Mike Moffitt. Mm-hmm. We also get a callback to Kramer's gambling addiction, both referenced in the Diplomats Club and the Subway.
Yeah, he says he has a disease. That's a big step for Kramer to admit it. Mm-hmm. Let's go over to Pendant Publishing. Elaine is thanking one of her coworkers, Peggy, for help on a project. And as she leaves the office, Peggy calls her Susie.
Susie!
And we're going to talk about Peggy here. Elaine stops and turns back, but Peggy is smiling like nothing's wrong. So Elaine feels uncomfortable. She smiles and leaves. Sticks her head back in, and then leaves for real.
Nah. She's having that Dave Mandel situation. Does she correct Peggy and say, no, I'm Elaine? But she decides not to.
I know I've done this before, and I feel so bad anytime it's happened, but
it's so much easier to not say anything because the awkwardness of correcting someone is too much to bear, apparently.
Sure.
Megan Cole plays Peggy. She will come back to appear in the Apology episode. She was also in episodes of The Practice and ER.
She's only been in 2 episodes of Seinfeld?
Correct.
No way, really?
Way.
Whoa. Huh. I thought
they
she was
really
in more.
Dave Mandel really liked her.
Yeah.
Thought they loved what she did with it, and they thought she made a nice compliment to Elaine having her in the office.
Yeah, definitely. You how did you pronounce Susie earlier?
Susie.
So this, I don't know if it's the actress or just, her decisions as Peggy, but she has the most bizarre delivery of some words or phrases. Very memorable. Let's cut over to Monk's here. Elaine is venting to Jerry about being called Susie.
You won't believe this, but as I'm leaving, she calls me Susie.
I don't see you as a Susie. Sharon, maybe.
What am I, a bulimic, chain-smoking stenographer from Staten Island?
Who are you describing?
Someone I know.
Name Sharon?
I'd rather not say.
Hey,
What's in the bag?
new tuxedo for the pinstripe ball. Steinbrenner is throwing a huge party at Tavern on the Green.
Kind of a Yankee prom?
Not a prom. It's a ball.
You taking Allison?
Yes, of course I'm taking Allison. This woman is genetically engineered to go to a ball. Tall, blonde, live.
Live?
Live.
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 Oh, live.
Oh, you two have a great time there.
It can't be worse than this.
And where do you see the dress that she's got? It's backless. Huh? I'm finally gonna make a great entrance.
Backless? You gonna back her in?
Elaine, when a woman makes a ball entrance, she twirls.
She's not gonna
She'll twirl.
Now, here is a scene where there's some great dialogue that I find to be very memorable. About this episode. First things first, Elaine, this whole Sharon notion, mixing Susie and Sharon up, and then, what am I, some bulimic chain-smoking stenographer from Staten Island? And, she won't even let it be known that it's...
Who are you describing?
Someone I know.
Named Sharon?
Rather not say. And what else do you like?
I think my favorite part, and it feels like a callback, is the whole back and forth when George is describing Allison. She's tall, blonde, lithe.
Live?
Lithe.
Live.
Lithe.
Oh, live.
You know what that reminds me of, right?
Matala something?
Exactly, yes. So we go back to Lip Reader, and I think you have the same 3 characters in the back seat of the limo saying... Huh? Ah.
What? Yeah.
At the end there, George says, she twirls, she'll twirl. Can you think of another twirl? Another classic twirl on Seinfeld?
I could think of...
there's only one.
I mixed up twirl and swirl, but I'm thinking of the umbrella twirl.
Yes.
Teddy Padillac.
Now, what's the swirl? That's the move, right?
That's the move, yeah.
And the chocolate.
Oh, man. I was about to say, yeah. A nickel.
All right, let's go over to George's apartment here. George and Allison arrive, and he is really pushing for the twirl. Steinbrenner is insisting on it, apparently. Now, I'm not sure where Allison works exactly, but her boss has courtside Knick tickets for every game, and Allison was able to get one to give to Kramer, which is pretty nice of her. But none of that's important right now. She needs to get real with George.
Ooh, courtside. Is that the best you could do?
There's a lot of those cackles this week. I noticed.
Yeah, I like it. Well, that's a great. It's a dig, but he doesn't really mean a dig because they are really great seats. But he's complimenting her in that way. But I'm sure it's just grating to Allison.
Oh, he's so obnoxious. Well, especially when, as Allison puts it, we need to talk.
Uh-oh. So this Allison, this live Allison, is played by Shannon Kenny. She's an Australian actress. She was in Seventh Heaven, The Invisible Man, and she's married to Nestor Carbonell, who I didn't recognize the name, but I recognize the face. He is the mayor in The Dark Knight.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes the most interesting trivia is like, oh, who's their wife? Who's their husband? Yeah, I was blown away by this too. I think a lot of our listeners also know him from Lost or the sheriff on Bates Motel.
Okay.
He's the eyeliner guy.
Good-looking family.
Let's cut over to Jerry's apartment here. We are going to cut to a clip of, I guess, George talking to Jerry about those 4 words we need to talk.
She wants to talk.
She doesn't want to talk. She needs to talk.
Nobody needs to talk.
Who would want to? She tried to end it with me, Jerry.
What'd you do?
I told her I was out of soda. I went out to get some, and I never went back.
All night?
Yeah, I slept at my parents' house.
And she wants to break up with you.
Can you believe it? I'm supposed to be having lunch with her right now at Pomodoro.
Uh-oh. Everybody breaks up at Pomodoro's.
So, what am I going to do?
You really like this girl?
No, I like the ball. This is my one chance to make a great entrance. My whole life, I have never made a great entrance.
You've made some fine exits. So what do? You can't keep avoiding her.
Why not? If she can't find me, she can't break up with me. And if we're still going out, she has to go to the ball.
I like that delivery.
I love this premise. I think this is fantastic too.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to avoid someone. Yeah.
Yeah, so far so good, Dave. I know what you're talking about. This is one of those...
Sorry if I can jump in. I think his issue was where everything wound up. Like, nothing really gets resolved, really, especially with the whole Jerry storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll get there. In real life, I feel like if George cared so much about this ball and not so much about the girl, he could have just asked Allison, hey, can we go as friends? And then they never have to see each other again. Yeah. Realistically.
Right, because George, I mean, he likes Allison, but the ball is the most important thing right now.
Exactly.
You don't have to see me, just go to the ball with me, and that's it.
One twirl, and then you're out.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Unless just Allison hates his guts, right?
I think that's what's going on.
But she is nice enough that she wants to properly break up with him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So here we have an Allison that hates George's guts, and he also dated an Allison who was killing her.
Oh yeah, Allison, she was obsessed with me.
Can you think? Are there any other boyfriends / girlfriends that the gang has dated? You know, same name. That's 2 Allisons George has dated.
That's a good question.
Thank you. That's not the trivia. That's not it.
There's 2 Ninas. There's Nina West, Catherine Keener,
and Nina Stengel.
Yeah, and Nina Stengel. The
Jerry dated.
He hooked up with her, right?
That's right. Awkward pause.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
Anybody else? We'll have to go through the list.
Right.
But I thought it was interesting because normally they would want to, cycle in a new name.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's 2 Carols, maybe.
Well, we know the Carol we love and adore.
From the phone message.
You got it.
You're never going to let that one go.
Nah, man. I'm going to look her up.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's an interesting thing to ponder when we're can't fall asleep at night. Just
exactly. So we learn about this Pomodoro's, which apparently is the breakup place in New York City.
I love that. When I used to live on the Upper West Side, I'd just explore the whole neighborhood there. And one day I walked by a Pomodoro's, and I'm like, "Is this it? Is this the Pomodoro's?" And
was anybody crying inside?
Yeah, a lot of crying, a lot of glasses smashing. No, Dave Mandel confirmed on the commentary that was the restaurant he used to go to as a kid with his family.
And he spoke so lovingly about the place. Great service, great food. Like, he always had such fond memories of that place. So, and it makes me want to go now.
Yeah, next time you're in town, we should hit it up. But
down.
I just want to make sure we.
Are you breaking up with me?
Yeah, I just want to make sure we're going to stay together.
There was some additional dialogue. Jerry was scripted to say that Pomodoro should have tissues on the table since everybody breaks up there.
There's some dialogue from the scene I want to talk about. Right at the top, the whole she wants to talk, she doesn't want to talk, she needs to talk. That feels like a callback of sorts to the. I think you were referencing it from. Is it Mail on Bonding? It's something from season 1 of the 4 worst words in the English language. Mm-hmm. What are the other 4 worst words?
Whose bra is this? But we really know that she broke up with him because his wallet was digesting a small animal.
That's right.
Or was the floss hanging from his
Yeah, it was
pinky?
one of those, yeah. Yeah, I bought her an orange juice for like $10 or whatever that line is. Also, another line here that I really liked. George got out of that situation with Allison by telling her, I was out of soda, I went to get some, and I never went back, which is awesome.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of something we're going to hear in season 9 with the blood when he's dating Tara.
Bus pass?
Yes. So she lights this incense, and he is ravenous. He's so hungry. He tells her that I had to get out of there. I told her I had a bus transfer, though. It was only good for another hour.
Yeah, same thing. He's quick with the excuses.
Mm-hmm. Or I could tell her that I was indeed Batman, and I have to go. I saw the bat signal.
Okay.
Okay.
Throwback.
Oh, help me, Rhonda. Also, George says, I never made a great entrance. Jerry says you've made some fine exits, though. Can you think of any fine George exits?
Well, I assume they mean, I took that meaning like his firings, the way he's like hung his head in shame walking out of a job. Is that what you're getting at?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think only one comes to mind, really.
Tuttle? Or not Tuttle, Levitan?
Yes. From season 2, The Revenge. Like, you are nothing. A laughing stock.
You are, yeah. I quit.
I think that one's pretty hard to top.
Mm-hmm.
But Kramer enters, and he gets his ticket for the Knicks game and tells Jerry that he owes Mike $100. Kramer took it upon himself to place a bet for Jerry. If the Knicks beat the Pacers by more than 35, it pays 10-1.
Ooh, that's some sweet action.
So Kramer's logic is, it's okay to bet via Jerry, since he's not the one with the problem. So,
he's got a disease. Lots of bloopers that come from this episode in particular, and there's a moment here where Michael, I put a bet down on you for you. He keeps getting those mixed up, and they have to start over numerous times.
Oh, is it worth playing the audio here?
No, there's better bloopers coming.
Okay, I'll save it for the others. Let's cut over to Pendant Publishing. Elaine walks by Peggy's office when she hears
Susie.
Susie. Susie.
Hi, Peggy. Look, I should have said this yesterday,
Did you get
but
this memo from Elaine Bennis?
yeah, see,
No, it's amazing Peterman hasn't fired that dolt. She practically ran the company into the ground.
Well, I thought she did a pretty good job.
I heard she was a disaster, Suze.
Look it. It's not Suze, all right? It's Susie. My name is Susie.
So, Julia's so good this week.
Yeah. At the end of the episode, she will, state to Peggy that I'm Elaine.
Oh,
had she done that right now, or even the previous scene, the storyline would not have happened. It's the whole Seinfeld having a cell phone thing.
If Elaine had a cell phone, she could have texted Peggy, my name's Elaine.
Anyway,
how confusing for Peggy then? Because at the end of the episode, she's like, "Oh, I've been calling you by the wrong name."
Yeah. Does Susie have Peggy? I keep wanting to call her Susie. Does Peggy kind of have memory loss that she can't remember or distinguish between a woman that looks like Elaine and a woman that looks like Susie?
Is there something about Peggy too that rubs you the wrong way? Like, I like the character, but she always irritated me too.
Yeah.
How she treats Elaine, basically.
Well, Dave Mandel described her as this prissy, prim and proper woman, and then contrast that with Elaine. So she's using words like, "It's amazing Peterman hasn't fired that dolt."
Oh, I love that word, dolt. No one uses the word dolt anymore. Mm-hmm. I think the best part though is that last line from Elaine, right? Doesn't she pound her chest?
Yeah. Susie, she actually embraces now. It's no longer just tiptoeing around the obvious. Now she's offended that it's no longer Susie. It's Sue. It's not Suze. It's Susie.
But she's doing all of this to protect Elaine, pretty much.
I guess that's right. Yeah.
Avoid, I guess, the awkwardness.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's what it's all about.
Uh-huh. But it's funny, yeah. It's not until she insults Elaine, it gets awkward, that she embraces Susie, and then later she kills Susie because Susie's taking her job.
Mm-hmm. What an interesting turn of events.
All right, let's cut over to George's apartment here. George is sitting on his couch, and hey, man, if you want to talk about classic Seinfeld scenes, I think this is in the top 10, without a doubt.
You better believe it.
George sitting on his couch, phone rings, and the answering machine picks up. Can you, Vinny, just give us a little sample?
Bum, 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 bum. Believe it or not, George isn't at home, so leave a message at the beep. That's all you get.
Okay. Sorry, man.
No.
We'll never do that again. We're definitely going to play that whole song at the end of the episode. So
I want to know how many of our listeners have that as their message on their voicemail.
Well, we actually have it as our voicemail when you call Seincast.
Nobody told me this.
We only wake you up for the important meetings.
Oh, okay. Y'all meet Riley.
First call is from Jerry inviting George to Monk's, but George can't go because Allison might find him there. So.
And Jerry knows that he's screening. He's like, George, pick up. I know you're screening. Again, best of friends, know each other.
And he gets another call, and he's like, Jerry, I got to go. I got to let the machine get it. This time it's Allison.
Bum, 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 bum. Again, the machine plays again.
And Allison, who knows how many times she's had to hear this stupid song. She even complains about it, I think, in her message.
I hate that stupid message.
And
I'm at the office. Call me.
Right. She begs him, like, call me at the office. I really need to talk to you. So what does George do?
Well, after he finishes chowing down on some popcorn and wipes his mouth, he calls her at home. Says, hey, it's George. Oh, you're probably at the office. Should have tried you there. Anyway, looking forward to the ball.
Another cackle.
That's what this episode should be called, is The Cackle.
The Cackle.
What was I going to say? Oh, notice how when George dated the Marissa Tomei girl, or the one that had the Marissa Tomei thing going, mm-hmm. she got used to his Costanza, and it became he became more intriguing to her. It's having the complete opposite effect on Allison.
Right. And I'm so glad you brought that up, because in a couple of scenes here, Jerry will be singing it to himself. And I have my note here. It is like the By Men and jingle.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what the melody to the answering machine message is? What it's from?
I don't know is it a TV show? But The Greatest American Hero?
Yeah, one of the weirdest shows, I think. I don't know if it was on NBC, but it was, I forget the actor's name too. It's the prom date from Carrie, but he was a superhero, basically.
Okay.
And the song was Believe It or Not. I'm sure a lot of people know it, but it was just modified to include Believe It or Not, George isn't at home.
I prefer this version.
Oh, of course.
Well.
I think this version has surpassed the original.
Mm-hmm. There's something similar, and I feel you're gonna rag on me for bringing this up, but I'm gonna do it anyway. There's something similar in Big Daddy when Adam Sandler has a voicemail message that says it's Jump by Van Halen, and it's,
mm-hmm.
Might as well jump. It's might as well leave a message. And it's Adam Sandler doing the leave a message part. I think that's Big Daddy, but I like it.
Yeah, that's good. But, I think one of the funniest things about this entire scene is how off-key George is when mm-hmm. he sings. It's funny, someone like Jason Alexander, this Broadway-trained theater actor can't hold a tune as George.
Well, funny thing you should say that, Matthew, because during the first run-through, Jason Alexander, being this man of the theater, as you say, he sang it so well and I guess really had a nice performance to it that NBC executive Rick Ludwin said, I have one note after watching the run-through. You got to make Jason's voice more like George. Make it more George Costanza-like. So that's
Flat,
what they did.
A little off-key.
Stuffed.
That was a great note from Rick. Let's cut over to Jerry's apartment. Elaine is complaining once again about Peggy.
Can you believe this woman?
The nerve, talking about you behind your back and right to your face.
No, Susie, Suzanne, Susanna. fine. But there is no way I'm gonna be a Suze.
No Suze.
I mean, what am I, some pom-pom waving backseat bimbo?
Who are you describing?
Someone I know.
Named Suze?
No, still Sharon.
Hey.
Hey, I thought you went to the game.
Nah, I was kicked out for fighting with one of the players.
Wait.
Oh, Reggie Miller.
Cheryl Miller's brother?
Yeah.
Hey, wait. What happened?
Well, first of all, for some reason, they started the game an hour late. And, I was sitting next to Spike Lee, and he and Reggie were jawing at each other, so I guess I got involved.
But wait. What do you mean involved?
Well, I ran out onto the court and threw a hot dog at Reggie Miller. Involved. And they threw me and Reggie and Spike out of the game.
So that's it?
Well, I felt pretty bad about everything, and then the three of us, we went to a strip club.
Can you believe that?
I didn't know Cheryl Miller's little brother played basketball.
Oh man,
that last line.
Yes, the chain smoking stenographer bit with Sharon, and then this whole like not knowing who Reggie Miller is, but knowing the brother or the sister Cheryl Miller. It's great.
I love that. Yeah.
It's good.
You know, I grew up in Indiana, so Reggie Miller was like our guy.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
That guy. So Reggie Miller, NBA legend, Hall of Famer. Cheryl Miller, WNBA legend, and then I believe another brother played. He was a catcher in baseball. It's like Daryl or Darren Miller was a catcher in professional baseball. So quite the athletic family.
Yeah, for sure. I always thought that was so cool that both Reggie and Cheryl were like these incredible, you know, at the same sport, both legends in their own way.
How cool would it have been to see a reenactment like Michael's telling or Kramer's telling this story of throwing a hot dog at Reggie Miller, they go in a strip club with Spike Lee. How cool would it have been to see this play out in a style of like the Shaq episode from Curb?
Oh yeah,
where you see Kramer and Spike Lee on the floor in Madison Square Garden, and him jawing with Reggie Miller.
It would be great, but as we pointed out last week with the Van Buren boys, Kramer's stories, his monologues are. He does such a good job. You can picture it perfectly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this would have been great though. Those would be two big names to get on Seinfeld. Well, again, I do love that we get a little bit more about Sharon. She's a pom-pom waving backseat bimbo. It's fantastic. But Kramer bursts back into the apartment, and he's really excited because the Knicks beat the Pacers 110-73 thanks to Reggie Miller, not playing. So that means Jerry won his bet.
That's a cool G, Daddy-O. Now you gotta let it ride.
Right. So Jerry made $1,000, or I guess $900, depending how you look at it. And Kramer is getting the itch, the fever. He wants to gamble more, and he suggests, hey, why don't we go bet on the ponies at the OTB?
All right.
They just closed.
Oh, too bad. I didn't know what OTB meant. It stands for off-track betting.
Yeah. I think we go to the OTB in 2 episodes. In the subway, when Kramer bets on Papanik. Mm-hmm. And then again in the strike, when Elaine places a sawbuck on Captain Nemo.
Okay. Now, Matt, we have arrived. This is time. I'm gonna quiz you, and I'm gonna school you on some Seinfeld trivia. Here it is. I hope this works. But what other sports figures has Kramer come in contact with, both on screen and off screen? And I compiled a list. I'm gonna count them up, and then I'll let you know. That way you can fill it in. Okay, you ready?
All right. Paul O'Neill.
Hold on. So I got 11 real, 2 fictional.
Oh, okay.
And keep in mind some are off screen, some are on screen.
Okay. So I want to do the on screen first.
I'm gonna take a list.
Paul O'Neill.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Gendison. Are those the only 2 we see him in contact with? No? I'm sorry.
No.
Keith?
Not a boy.
Does Roger McDowell count?
Ooh, that's 12 then. So you got me.
Okay.
That counts, yeah.
Is that all the ones in person, though?
Well, there's one other sports figure you see in person, and then there's another one you see somebody portraying the sports figure in person.
Oof. All right, well, let's talk about some others.
And hey, hint, it doesn't have to be baseball.
Right, of course. Mickey Mantle is one. Joe Pepitone?
Yes.
Is it Cleet Bauer?
Boyer, good.
Boyer, sorry.
But Bauer is another one.
Bauer is?
That's the last name. I'll give that one to you. Hank Bauer.
Hank Bauer, yeah. Oh, I wouldn't have gotten that.
You're at 7 now out of 12. I'm quite impressed that you got this far.
Oh, Reggie. Right?
Reggie. Oh, yeah.
Remy. Reggie Miller.
Yeah, Reggie Miller, yep.
Can you give me some sports?
Well, the majority of them are baseball. And you're missing some obvious ones.
Yeah, I know there's...
And think Yankees. Think Yankee history.
Yeah. Is it from one of his fantasy camps?
Yes. Who's George's idol?
Oh, didn't I say Mickey Mantle? I'm sorry.
Did you? I don't think you did.
Okay, well, Mickey Mantle, yeah.
Okay. Who founded Central Park?
Oh, I said that too. Joe Pepitone.
You did?
Yeah, I said because there's the whole I plunked Joe Pepitone. Oh, okay. And I punched Mickey Mantle.
Okay.
So how many do I have left?
I got you at 10 now.
Wow.
So one is Yankee Clipper. Dunks his donuts.
Oh my God, Joe DiMaggio. Jeez.
Okay, and Calzone. He doesn't have to have played sports, but he can be.
Are you saying Steinbrenner?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that counts. Interesting.
And tennis star.
Oh, come on, Monica Seles.
Bam.
Damn it. Oh,
nailed it.
Shoot.
And finally, we have a fictional Olympian.
Oh, Katya.
So I guess that's 13 real, 2 fictional, if my count is correct.
Can I add one to the list?
Yeah, who'd I miss?
For counting Katya, what about Jean-Paul?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
There's got to be more out there because it's...
Is anybody else?
I think that's it. I am very
It's a fun
impressed.
game.
Dude, you came up with all those names. Excellent work.
Thank you.
I want more of these. I don't know if it's boring for our listeners, but I love being on the receiving end of the questions for once.
Well, it's rare because you're always the MC.
Yeah. It's funny, too, with as many questions as I've written, I don't know, Seinfeld any better than our listeners, really.
And Joe Pepitone? Yeah, well...
Because when you're in the hot seat, I don't know, there's a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Pressure. Anyway, we have a show to do. Thank you.
Let's cut over to Peterman's office here. Elaine gets called in. Peterman heard about Peggy getting into a tiff with someone named Susie. And he doesn't like that his house is in disorder. So first thing tomorrow morning, he wants to see Peggy, Elaine, and Susie in his office.
All of us?
Why does Elaine need to be there? Why is Peterman involving her?
Well, because that's who he's looking at right now. I think.
Maybe Elaine is a mediator of some sort?
That's what I was getting at.
Okay. Let's cut over to Allison's apartment. Kramer stops by to apologize, for what happened the other night with Reggie and Spike Lee, and wondering if he could get a ticket for tonight's game. Why is that?
The Rockets are in town, and that Hakeem Olajuwon, he's got a real attitude.
Hakeem Olajuwon. I haven't heard that name in a while, since I was a kid.
Oh, man. Dream Team from the 90s? Mm-hmm. Come on.
Mm-hmm. So Allison asks Kramer if he's seen George, since she can't get a hold of him. And unaware of the situation, Kramer tells her, yeah, I see him all the time at Jerry's. So once again, Kramer screwing things up.
There was some deleted dialogue in which Allison was going to enlist Kramer's help to find George. And she was going to say, how would you like to throw hot dogs at every visiting team for the rest of the season? And Kramer would respond, really? Talk to me, sister.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's funny how Kramer sort of just teams up with Allison here to break up with George. But I guess you have to think like maybe there was a transaction, you know, with tickets and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is totally random. Have you ever seen that picture of, or it's a GIF of Larry, I think at a Knicks game courtside, and he's yawning?
Oh yeah, I have.
It's so bizarre. It's, you know, it's like there's a timeout or something, and the camera is right on Larry's face, like close up. Larry's unaware, and he's just yawning. It's
a shame because they, you know,
it's a very unflattering GIF for sure. I'll include a link in the show notes. All right, let's cut over to the street here. Jerry unloads some groceries from his trunk, you know, singing "Believe It or Not." And Mike approaches, looks uncomfortable. Turns out he can't pay Jerry for the bet. In fact, he doesn't have any money. And, you know, Jerry has some nice payback here, calling Mike out for being, how do you say, phony? So Mike begs him. Can you just wait till Friday? I'll get you the money. But in the meantime, he'll help with the groceries. And I guess something's wrong with Jerry's trunk, right? Like, it's not closing properly. So Mike's like, oh, let me help you. So what does he do? He sticks his hand kind of in the trunk, and Jerry's not paying attention, and he slams it down.
And if you think about how somebody would go to fix a trunk or try and work on it, they wouldn't just hold their thumbs out and put them on the crease there of the trunk, because we're going to see how Mike breaks his thumbs. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm imagining there's like a latch or a hook, and maybe it's bent out of place. So maybe Mike's pushing it, trying to bend it forward. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't know. You're dead wrong. Dead wrong. It's just funny. But
and I like this too, the idea of, you know, the thumbs getting broken. It feels like a gangster trope or something, right?
That happened in Rocky. Rocky was the muscle for Gazzo, the bookie, and Gazzo yelled at Rocky because he wouldn't break this guy's thumbs.
Oh yeah,
because Rocky's good.
Either knees or thumbs, you know, those are usually your go-to.
That's right.
But let's cut over to Pomodoro. George and Kramer are out for a nice dinner.
So, Kramer, why'd you ask me out to dinner? Why Pomodoro?
How could you say that to me?
Allison spoke to me, and she wanted me to speak to you.
Uh-oh.
We all know that this relationship isn't working. So Allison and I think that the best thing to do is just make a clean break.
Can't we discuss this?
We just don't think you're ready for a serious relationship.
I didn't even know you wanted to get serious.
So what am I in this for? You know, I'm getting to a point in my life where I need something more than just a good time.
Are you?
What, me? No. But she is.
I can't believe this is happening.
George, we're sorry. We're through.
Kramer, please.
I'm sorry.
Good Kramer stuff here.
Yeah, I don't know how memorable this scene is, but it's just nice to see Jason and Michael in a scene together like this. It's just...
Yeah, I think it's pretty memorable. It's kind of subverting the whole... Rather than Allison be there to break up with George, we're seeing Kramer as a surrogate, as you put it. But I like it. I like Kramer really getting into it, and he's seamlessly transitioning into the concerned girlfriend who's trying to get out cleanly and with tact.
It's so funny too how almost every season there's a storyline about like two of the male characters getting together. There's this homoeroticism, whether it's Jerry and Keith or George with Janet, who looks like Jerry. The kiss hello.
George, ready for bed.
I mean, maybe it's outdated by this point, but I love this kind of stuff. It
was the 90s. It was a crazy time for us all. In the opening of this scene at Pomodoro, we hear a woman crying, and she says, "How could you say that to me?" Wait, isn't that...
to me?
Is that...
Is that what
Where's that from?
Of?
Yes. Sandra. How could you say that to me? Same girl. That actress in this scene is played by Jane Edith Wilson.
Okay.
She was in an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm in The Group. She played an incest survivor.
I think she has a pretty like it's a pretty like rough scene for her, right? Like she's really
I'm here.
Yeah,
so
very
sad. Yeah, that scene has a lot of Seinfeld alums. You got Larry in that scene,
Rachel,
Rachel, Melanie Smith, and the actress's name is escaping me, but she plays Sherry Becker. The
oh, that's right.
the real Sherry Becker.
I don't know why that tickled me so much, but it was good. The real Sherry Becker.
Dentine, that lady, yeah.
But isn't the woman who plays the director, was she in Seinfeld
That's,
too?
Lorraine Newman.
But she wasn't in Seinfeld, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right, let's move on.
I do want to tell you, though, I put on Curb the other night, and I sat through 5 hours. I watched all of season 1 in one
Good for
go.
you.
It was awesome.
Did it hold up?
Loved it.
Nice.
There's some, technology things, but the show has not aged at all. It's still
really just it's a little bit slower in pacing, but other than that, it's the same show.
Oh, absolutely. And I know some of our listeners don't like it when we go on about Curb, but guys, if you haven't watched it yet, get Amazon Prime. It's on there streaming. It's at your local library, I'm sure.
HBO
on DVD.
Now. Go.
HBO Now, yeah. Go now. So good. Anywho, let's, where are we right now? Right. Yeah, we didn't talk about the scene. Allison broke up with George via Kramer. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a moment right at the end as Kramer runs out. The woman, who's crying at the table behind them, she's missing when Kramer leaves. Almost like she stormed out too.
Oh, okay.
So that probably got lost in the edit, but the date she's with, he is wiping his suit with his napkin, almost like she threw something at him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there might be some, deleted material there.
I'm thinking of like too much sauce, or it's the bad breaker upper. A lot of ways you can go with this.
All right, we get an act break, and when we come back, we're in Peterman's office. Elaine arrives to find Peterman and Peggy waiting for her, and there are 2 empty chairs there.
Mr. Peterman, Peggy, I guess we should just get this over with.
Just hold on a minute. Still one short.
Oh. No, we're not.
Susie has been very rude to me.
Well, Elaine has nothing but good things to say about Susie.
Look, we don't have to name names or point fingers or name names. Me and her have had our problems. She and I have had our problems. You and I, and she and you.
Don't you drag me into this. This is between you and her and her.
Yes, and I'm convinced that if she were here with us today, she would agree with me too.
Who?
Her?
Where is she?
This is part of the problem.
I thought I was part of this problem.
You're a huge part of the problem. But I think that at its core, this is a Susie and Elaine problem that requires a Susie and Elaine solution. And who better to do that than Elaine and Susie, Susie and Elaine.
Well, now that we have that cleared up, why don't the 3 of us have lunch?
What? Oh, I'm coming. I
She is the best. What was your name again?
I am really enjoying Peterman, what we get from him in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
He delivers a lot of lines where he'll, how does he do it? She is the best. Like he exhales as he's getting that last part of his line out. Do you know what I'm saying? Am I?
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Okay,
he's from this week and last week with the Van Buren boys. He's 2 for 2 in as many weeks.
And great performance by Julia. And I think I might have a Matt moment here, Matt, because I didn't realize that the whole point of the scene was, Peggy sees this woman come in. She thinks it's Susie. Peterman sees this woman come in. She thinks it's Elaine. And at no point during this encounter is, this woman addressed by either of the characters. It's merely Julia who's playing this tightrope of identifying as Elaine to Peterman and Susie to Peggy. Susie and Elaine, Elaine and Susie, and I never picked up on that.
Oh, really?
I guess I thought at this point, like, Peggy was like, oh, that's Elaine, or I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's why I was saying, or I might not have said it. I think this is the best scene in the episode, and I think one of Julia's like best performances. And a lot of it comes down to the writing, but she just sells it. It's very complicated. It is a tightrope she's walking.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be right there. Yeah, it's funny you had that Matt moment, because that's a pretty big one, but you could still get something out of the scene without, maybe, fully understanding it. The line that actually took me by surprise, so I had my own little Matt moment here, is at the end when Peterman says, "She is the best. What was your name again?" I always thought Peterman said, "What was her name again?"
Okay.
Because the joke being like, is her name Elaine or is it Susie? But I guess the fact that Peterman doesn't know Peggy's name just shows like there's a lot of confusion, I guess. But
I keep calling her Susie. I can't remember her name. Oh, that's not funny?
No, I was just thinking if what I said made any sense. But I love the Peggy can't really get a word into this conversation, and she just says, "I thought I was part of this problem."
You're a huge part of the problem. And Peggy nods.
Like with a smile on her face.
I'm glad thank you for acknowledging me as part of the problem.
Love that. But yeah, just a great scene. Best scene of the episode. I think Julia just, kills it. So let's cut over to Jerry's apartment. Kramer brings Mike by, who apparently is too scared to talk to Jerry now. Why is that?
He broke his thumb.
Right. Mike has... Is the whole hand covered, pretty much?
I think his fingers... I don't recall now.
The 4 fingers are sticking out. The thumbs are wrapped in white bandages.
Exactly, like a cast.
Right.
And the palms as well.
Like he's giving thumbs up at all times.
With the thumbs? He should dance with Elaine.
Jerry claims it was an accident, but to Mike and Kramer, it looks like punishment, for someone who doesn't pay up. So they settle on this. Mike is going to fix Jerry's trunk, and they'll call it even.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. I won't forget this. I'm going to fix your trunk for you. Real good.
And after Mike leaves, Kramer leans into Jerry and says, "Oh, by the way, I'm the one that broke your trunk."
It's just a car. A lot of Michael stuff like this throughout the last couple seasons always tickles me, these subtle things he says under his breath.
Oh, by the way, keep it down because Newman's taking a nap on your bed.
Exactly.
So Mike owes Jerry $1,000. And he's going to make it up by fixing his trunk?
Well, with the parts and labor, any type of Swedish car.
Oh, okay, maybe.
I don't know.
Anyways, as Kramer steps out, George arrives, and they have a little, awkward moment, like 2 exes running into each other. And after some chit-chat, George suggests, "Hey, maybe I'll call you sometime." And Kramer just shuts him down. "George, it's over."
It's over.
And this whole time, Jerry is just like watching this unfold at the table. What does he think?
I don't know. I just see you guys together.
So let's cut down to the street now. Mike is working on Jerry's trunk, having trouble with his bandaged hands. So he climbs into the trunk to get a better angle.
Thumbs.
As Kramer backs up in his car and taps the sob. And you gotta love the editing as you hear Mike yell when the trunk closes. So Mike is trapped in the trunk when we cut to a later scene of Jerry driving with Elaine.
So Peterman bought it? I can't believe you got away with that.
Well, I'm very fortunate to be surrounded by such stupidity.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
You hear something?
What?
Jerry! Jerry!
Oh, the trunk's broken. It's rattling.
Jerry, I don't know how much longer I can keep this up. They're starting to give Susie assignments now.
Well, there's only one thing to do. Eliminate her.
What?
Get rid of Susie. Make her disappear.
I don't like her.
She's gone.
Jerry.
Gone! That bumper sticker.
Oh, God, I'm in trouble.
Now, this is my favorite scene of the episode, and it's Jerry's gone, and he starts laughing maniacally.
Get rid of Susie.
That bumper sticker. Every time I see that, I lose it. It's so good. And kudos to Jerry for selling it.
Yeah, it's so it's so stupid. Who would ever talk like that?
Oh, did you notice there's a little zing that Jerry gives to Elaine in this scene?
Oh, no, what's he say?
Well, I'm very fortunate to be surrounded by such stupidity. And Jerry says, yeah, I know how you feel.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Little zing. And another funny moment is Mike going, Jerry! Jerry!
There you go. You're doing a good Mike. I'd love to know what that bumper sticker said.
Yeah, what did that say? In college, I thought it was funny to put a bumper sticker on my Honda Civic that says, my other car is the Millennium Falcon.
Okay, that's fitting for you.
Old comic book guy had it on The Simpsons, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool.
2 references then.
Yeah, why didn't I have any real dates in college? Anyways, moving on to Kramer's apartment. George stops by at 5 a.m.
It's only 4.
Well, George has been walking around all night thinking about Allison and himself and Kramer. He wants another chance. And Kramer sighs, can't believe he's agreeing to do it, but okay, he'll give it another chance.
I can so relate to this moment that George is going through, that moment of just pure elation. You can't contain yourself. Not necessarily with a relationship, but just being so excited that it just oozes out of, every pore.
When I text you and I'm like, hey, I'm going to be like an hour late for our recording, you're like, woo!
Exactly.
Well, let's cut over to Peterman's office. Elaine is up for some position working on a fingerless glove, but Peterman now wants to give it to Susie. So what's Elaine's solution to this mess?
She's going to take Jerry's advice.
Yeah. Mr. Peterman, last night, Susie took her own life.
Oh.
That goes well with the woo.
Yeah, woos and ohs.
Let's cut over to Allison's apartment again. Kramer knocks and is very excited to tell her, hey, we're taking George back. He's going to make us very, very happy. And Allison is very confused. She has not been kept in the loop on this. She kind of has the look of like, all right, you two nuts deserve each other.
Mm-hmm.
But here we go. A great scene coming up here at the Susie Memorial Service. It's a packed room. All of these people have shown up to pay their respects to Susie.
It's impressive.
Right.
The amount of people that are there.
Jerry and Elaine sit down. Peggy is right behind them, and she's shocked when she recognizes Susie. But Elaine pretends, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm Elaine.
Mm-hmm.
And when she goes to the podium to give the eulogy, Peggy just sits back and realizes, oh, I guess I never met Susie.
Suze? I actually had a little thing with her for a while. Her too.
I don't know what's going through Jerry's head in these scenes, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe what he's doing.
Right. Maybe it's what Dave Mandel was talking about on the commentary. Like, this ending doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Like, Jerry's cracking jokes.
But I say we're having a good time, though. Yeah, he's being funny. He's being a comedian. He's a comedian. But each one of his responses he has, I'm loving.
Mm-hmm. But let's cut outside when Peterman arrives. We get an establishing shot of, I don't know what this is. It's like it's not a mortuary. It's because, there's like a memorial service, a funeral, but there's also a bar mitzvah going on.
Oh, yeah. Could just be like a convention center of some sort.
Or something like that, right? So in reality, what these buildings are, it's part of CBS Studio Center. In fact, these are the writers' rooms. So you'll see like a lot of doors and whatnot. Those are all, separate rooms for the writers. So pretty interesting. But
cool.
Peterman arrives in this sweet little car, And when he parks, he taps the back of Jerry's Saab, which helps Mike escape. And, he sees that very obvious sign. It's bar mitzvah this way, memorial service this way.
Yeah, Mike creeps out of the trunk, and he's like he's seeing light for the first time. He's rubbing it out of his eyes, and then he Lieberman bar mitzvah to the left, Susie memorial to the right. And what's the deal with all these characters parking? They bump cars every time they park.
Mm-hmm. It is weird.
Kramer backing up,
especially with Peterman's car there. It's so gorgeous. Why would you want to ding that? My dad used to have this old, 1950s Triumph TR3 convertible. It was red like that.
TR3. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the older model, and it looks just like that, except for the front, like the headlights and stuff on Peterman's car just looks a little different. So if any, I don't know, car experts out there recognize what Peterman is driving, please let us know.
Any buffs. Mm-hmm. It's a very fitting car for Peterman, so bravo.
The ball is underway. Kramer arrives in his tux, and George is confused. Where's Allison? Turns out Kramer took him back, but Allison didn't. She's a tough nut. And as Kramer is about to enter, George pulls him back. Seems like Kramer thinks, they're still a couple. Can we talk about this when we get home? And what happens next?
There's a scuffle, a brouhaha, looks like it's forming, and somehow Kramer gets all turned around, and George grabs Kramer's back and throws him, but in doing so, he rips out the back portion of Kramer's tux, making it a backless tux, and Kramer twirls as he enters the Tavern on the Green, making a grand entrance.
You did a great job explaining it. It's such a bizarre moment, but I like the rip noise. I like George saying Kramer and just that weird twirl he does.
And it's such a perfectly ripped outline of the back of his tux, and it's hanging down like coattails now.
So bizarre. And of course,
nice back, Kramer.
Of course, Wilhelm. Did you say it's a nice back?
He's got a nice back.
And of course, Wilhelm is blown away by the entrance, and he's like, "Oh, George, who might this be?"
Oh, I'm with him. I'm kind of disappointed, Matt. We glossed over one of the best lines in this scene.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was it?
George, I thought you were going to change. For her, not for you. Let's just try and have a nice time for once, and we'll talk about this when we get home. It's very similar to Jerry and Kramer having that domestic partnership, and now you see George. Exactly. Now you see George and Kramer going through it. Yeah. Boy, Kramer's really getting around this season, isn't he?
Yeah. Okay, let's move over to the last, proper scene of the episode here. One of my favorites from this episode. We also have some great bloopers to play later, so we'll discuss and then we'll play the bloopers. We have Elaine at the podium trying her best to make up interesting stories about Susie.
And also, much like me, Susie hated going to the market.
Elaine, may I say a few words?
Oh, God, yes, Mr.
I don't think I'll ever be able to forget Susie. And most of all, I will never forget that one night, working late on the catalog. Just the two of us. And we surrendered to temptation. And it was pretty good.
Yeah, but he didn't sleep with both of them.
But I never heard her cries for help. And now, Susie is gone.
Hold on! Hold on! Susie didn't commit suicide. She was murdered by Jerry Seinfeld.
Not only that, I broke his thumbs.
So what do you think about this scene, Vinny? Do you feel like it ends strong? Dave Mandel wasn't a huge fan of this, but
I don't know what he's talking about. He must be spoken something, because I thought it's a wonderful way to end the episode. Mike Moffitt's big reveal of who killed Susie, and I liked Peterman's eulogy and every response that Jerry had. I thought it all worked for me.
Right. So we had, what was the original Jerry line? It was,
we used to have a thing for.
Yeah, I used to have a little thing with her too. he didn't sleep with both of them, and not only that, I broke his thumbs.
Exactly.
Great stuff here. And spotted someone stand in Julia's, Peggy Lane O'Rourke, next to Peterman when he gives the eulogy.
Another Peggy.
Oh, that's right. Let's move over to the bloopers, though. So in the blooper reel, it's broken into 3 parts. I think the best one is at the part where, actually, this is an earlier scene. It's before Mike comes in. It was actually earlier when Jerry, turns around and says, but he didn't sleep with both of them. Julia cannot get through it.
Yep.
And maybe we can connect that when Mike enters.
Sure.
It's pretty much just Julia laughing. That's all this is, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, but he didn't sleep with both of them.
Do it again. One more time.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I don't know you, but... as long as you're here.
All
right, come on.
How many women in this room?
Okay, ready? Come on. We're wasting film.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't sleep with both of them. Ready?
Okay.
Yeah, but he didn't sleep with both of them.
But I never heard her cries for help. And now, Susie is gone.
Hold on! Susie didn't commit suicide! She was murdered by Jerry Seinfeld!
Julia was laughing so hard during that blooper that they actually had to come and tend to her makeup.
Yeah, and in the portion when Mike enters, I think Jerry, the actor, the person is sort of like over the laughing fits. Mm-hmm. And he's like being very serious, like he's trying. Yeah. But as soon as Mike enters, that's when everyone loses it.
Oh, I kind of want to watch those now.
Oh, they're so good. In the season 8 blooper reel, these are some of the best. Isn't it funny how the best bloopers always involve Julia?
Well, her laughter is contagious, mm-hmm. and she was known to get the giggles. Either during the day or especially at night, she would get loopy.
Oh boy! All right, well, let's cut over to the final scene of the episode. We're in Peterman's office over the credits. The boss man calls Elaine over and tells her that he's formed a charitable foundation in Susie's honor and wants her to be involved.
Mr. Peterman, I'm Susie. She's me.
I feel the same way. And just like with George, the foundation will fit around Elaine's schedule, nights, weekends, every free moment she has.
Sound like Estelle saying that.
No, well done. That was good. Now, I think we've heard this before, and we're going to hear it one more time, right? The screaming up as the camera spins away from the character.
Yeah, we already saw Con.
Mm-hmm. Or Connie or Conrad.
And then Suze. And remind me of the third one?
Twirls!
There it is. with the twirling chocolate.
Yeah, and the twirling camera.
What I thought you were going to say when you said we've heard this once before, this whole notion of a charitable foundation in some honor, mm-hmm. And nights, weekends, any free moment you have. I think that kind of flies under the radar because this is almost verbatim, if not, what Mr. Ross said to George. Mm-hmm. So it's funny how like a lot of these things mimic each other as the series goes on, but very, very cool little subtle reference.
So, what do you think?
So, Matt, would you break up with this episode at Pomodoro's or break its thumbs?
Oh, no. What's the right answer? I won't be doing any breaking of any sort for this episode. I actually really enjoyed this. I thought it was really funny. You know, a bit on the wacky side, but not, inconceivable or un-Seinfeld. I love the Susie storyline, calling someone by the wrong name, feeling too awkward, you don't want to correct them. I love that. I love the Mike Moffitt character. If he weren't in this, I always would consider him one of the best single shots.
Yep.
And, I'm not a huge fan of the George Kramer scenes for some reason. Like, I like seeing Jason and Michael work together, but at this point in the series, the whole, homoerotic thing, I think, is a little overplayed. I like it more in The Boyfriend with Keith and Jerry.
Okay.
That's my favorite episode. But yeah, how about you?
You took all my answers for the most part. Oh. Very enjoyable episode. I really enjoyed tackling this one. Loved Dave Mandel's commentary and kind of getting his insight into the film. And I was really surprised that he did not like the way this one came out. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have the, classic dovetailing that we've become accustomed to, a la Larry David. But I think he even stated, Dave Mandel, that the storylines kind of clunk or collide together, so it's not a graceful way in which they come together. But the funeral scene at the end, Jerry's, smart-ass comments to Peggy. I do agree with you that the George Kramer storyline is probably the weakest among the four, but Mike Moffitt's awesome. And, Peterman, Peggy, Susie, Elaine is all gold. So this was a really good one for me.
I think it's funny, some weeks we hold episodes to different standards. Like I might nitpick an episode, it didn't really dovetail or connect at the end. This episode, even if it does kind of clunk together, I don't hold it against it. You know what I mean? Like,
it's fun.
It's so much fun with the guest stars and all the dialogue and wacky moments. It more than makes up for it. So, this won't be going in my top 20, but this, I think, is definitely in the top half, I think, of season 8 for me.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
I don't know what it is. Maybe we should reassess at the end of the season, but...
Oh, we'll reassess.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this one.
Cool. All right, that's going to do it for us here on Seincast this week. Please feel free to send us an email at seincast@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram, or you can leave us a voicemail at Coco Bosco, and you can hear that lovely message sung by George Costanza himself.
Vinny, what episode do we have next week?
We are discussing the 16th episode of Season 8, The Pothole, and we'll be celebrating Phil Rizzuto's induction into the Hall of Fame.
Holy cow. But for now, I'm Matt.
I'm Vinny.
Signing off. Seincast is not endorsed by Castle Rock Entertainment, Sony Pictures, or NBC. It is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Seinfeld, the Seinfeld logo, and all names, pictures, and audio of Seinfeld characters are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.
Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beep. I must be out, or I'd pick up the phone. Where could I be? Believe it or not, I'm not home.